Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, and Shinrin Yoku. And in just a few days, we are headed out to the 14th International Conference on Climate Change, presented by the Heartland Institute, October 15th to the 17th, 2021, at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Now, we want to discuss a little bit about the logistics and the planning of this event. In fact, we have a cameraman coming in from southern New Mexico, Ransom Godwin. He will be joining me on the event. It's a 4-day excursion. And we also have Ryan Halgren, Top Knot, coming in as support for the media team. Now, the speakers there will be epic, and we're planning interviews with William Happer, PhD, from the CO2 Coalition. We're planning interviews with Christopher Monckton, advisor of Prime Minister Thatcher from 82 to 1986, as well as Patrick Moore, the founder, of Greenpeace, and PhD, part of the CO2 Coalition and the Heartland Institute. Now, Naomi Seat is also going to be there from the Global Climate Realism Communicator. This is the opposite of the Greta Thunberg, and so we'll try to grab a quick interview with her, as well as our hero who invited us to the event, Willie Soon, PhD. Now, we're going to be interviewing these 4 people, guaranteed, but if there's any other speakers at the event you'd like us to talk to, please come check out the speakers list so we can get them on our tick list and get some much needed research involved before we speak to them. So if you want to talk to any of the keynote speakers we did not mention, we will be out there this weekend. We're going to be leaving on Thursday, returning on Sunday for the 14th International Conference on Climate Change, presented by the Heartland Institute. Now, this takes a lot of money. I've already dumped several $1,000s into the trip, and it's because of your donations that this is possible. I also add the extra money from my own pocket, but if you want to help support the conference, please leave a one-time donation below or become a Patreon and support all the work we do at the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Now, we were invited by one of the speakers, which happens to not be a keynote speaker, but the whole team over there, including Jim Lackey, was happy to get us on the press team. So we're going to be interviewing anyone that you think that we should interview. If you leave a comment below on who you would like us to interview on this speaker list and why. So we're going to leave this up to you to decide who we focus on getting an interview with. There's far too many people to speak to in just the 2 days we'll be there, but I've got tickets for all of our press team for the opening banquet and keynote speech, which is Friday night at Caesars Palace. So we'll be there. We'll be there Saturday interviewing some of the top people that are coming to the 14th International Conference on Climate Change, presented by the Heartland Institute. Now, if you don't know, this is a conference on climate change by some of the top respected, peer-reviewed scientists in the industry of climate change, that are just not speaking the current narrative, because we use science in the work we do, and we don't use dogma. So that's just a big heads up for what's coming this weekend. We're going to be preparing for this event, and it's going to be, quite a drive. We're going to be driving about 24 hours over the entire 72-hour experience to bring you the 14th International Conference on Climate Change like no other group or media has covered it. Presented by the Heartland Institute, October 15th to the 17th, 2021. If you want to go as media or a speaker or a schedule or about anything, you can still register, actually. There's still a chance to register for the event where you can come and see some of these amazing speakers and maybe even meet the Oppenheimer Ranch Project media crew. While we're there, you can definitely come to the Sunday evening movie screening. It's only $29.99, and it will be the Climate Deception Part 2 or something like that. I don't really know what the title is. But the banquet is sold out. No, the Friday opening dinner is still available. Nope, it's right there. Yeah, it's still available. $60 gets you to the opening banquet, to the 14th International Conference on Climate. Where some of the top hitters, they're going to be speaking, and we're going to be interviewing them. So, boom! to science and knowledge at the 14th International Conference on Climate Change, where we're going to speak about actual climate science facts. And, well, the mainstream media will be absent. That's boom. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance in a dystopian world that you live in, where the actual science being performed has to be done in secret at the 14th International Conference on Actual Climate Change.